3,895. That number is everywhere. Tech blogs blast it. Reddit treats it like scripture. And Twitter acts like the A19 Pro just beat every desktop CPU into submission. The hype is intoxicating, but that single shiny score? It's the sneakiest half-truth in silicon history. We're all falling for the same trap again. Here's the real deal. Apple's A19 Pro posts a phenomenal 3,895 in Geekbench 6 single-core. Compare that to an AMD Ryzen 99950X at around 3,480, and you get an eye-popping single-core lead. Champagne emojis all around, right? Until you flip the card. The A19 Pro's multi-core score is about 9,746. The 9950X? North of 30,000. Same test, same software. Totally different stories. Single-core performance is a sprinter. Explosive. Fast. Ideal for short tasks. Multi-core performance is a construction crew. Many workers cooperating to finish big jobs. Opening Instagram, launching an app, snapping a photo. Sprint tasks. Exporting a 4K timeline, compiling large code bases, or running a busy game server. Construction projects. Too often, reviewers show the sprint time and act like that decides everything. It doesn't. Why the gulf? Apple's A19 Pro is brilliant engineering. 6 cores, 2 high performance plus 4 efficiency, and extreme energy efficiency, typically capping total package power in the low double digits, often around single-digit to low teens of watts under sustained load. AMD's desktop chip packs 16 high-power cores with a generous 125-watt TDP and can sustain far higher total power. Physics isn't marketing. When all threads are engaged, the desktop simply has far more sustained power and thermal headroom. That's not an Apple knock. It's a design trade-off. Phones must be cool, thin, and battery-friendly. Desktops can be loud, hot, and hungry for power because they're built for sustained throughput. What does this mean for real-world workloads and gaming? Mobile ports that prioritize single-thread speed and GPU efficiency. Think many handheld, casual, and optimized console ports benefit hugely from the A19 Pro's Sprint capabilities. We're also seeing about 37% faster graphics performance versus last year's chip in some titles, smoother frame rates, no fans, and wildly efficient power use. That's a huge win for mobile experiences. But introduce sustained, heavily multi-threaded loads, cross-play titles with advanced ray tracing, complex open-world AI, large physics simulations, or streaming while doing other background tasks, and the phone hits limits. Throttling kicks in to manage heat and battery draw. Frame rates dip and consistency suffers. The desktop? It keeps chugging. Want to stream, run servers, compile code, and keep a dozen browser tabs open? The desktop's crew outperforms the phone's sprinter every time. Credit where it's due. Getting that level of single-core performance at 4 watts or so is astonishing. Desktop chips idling at 4 watts are largely science fiction. Apple's use of TSMC's 3nm process and tight hardware-software integration squeezes exceptional performance per joule. The user-facing wins are tangible. All-day battery life, silent operation, instant responsiveness. Benchmarks rarely show smiles per watt, but they probably should. Efficiency is the quiet revolution enabling thinner, lighter devices without sacrificing perceived speed. Let's bust some myths. Myth 1. Higher single core equals faster everything. False. It means faster bursts, not sustained multi-threaded work. Myth 2. Phones will replace desktops next year. Also false, unless software suddenly stops scaling with cores. Developers keep finding ways to use more cores for complex tasks, so desktops keep their edge. Myth 3. Watts don't matter. They absolutely do. Try rendering a 10-minute 8K video on a phone and you'll learn why sustained power delivery and cooling matter. So don't just skim the headline number. Read charts like a pro. Compare single-core, multi-core, and wattage together. Weight those metrics by your workload. Casual users who mostly browse and take photos? Single-core responsiveness matters a lot. Creators and professionals? Multi-core throughput and memory bandwidth are essential. Road warriors who need all-day battery? Efficiency is king. If a review omits any corner of that performance triangle, close the tab. You're not getting the full picture. The A19 Pro isn't a lie. It's a mobile masterpiece. The lie we tell ourselves is that one sprint proves ultimate dominance. Single-core records are thrilling and make great headlines, but the multi-core kingdom still belongs to desktop towers for professionals and power users. And efficiency remains the unsung hero keeping phones useful and cool. Benchmarks tell stories, complex narratives, not fairy tales. Read the whole book before you crown a king. Drop a comment with the most misleading benchmark or hype you've seen recently. Let's sharpen our collective hype detectors.